the Honourable Carla Qualtrough, Minister of Employment, Workforce Development and Disability Inclusion for the Government of Canada, has shared a video greeting for the summit, which we would like to play now. Minister Qualtrough has practiced human rights law at the federal and provincial levels. She chaired the Minister's Council on Employment and Accessibility in British Columbia and was an adjudicator with the Workers' Compensation Appeals Tribunal. Minister Qualtrough has been visually impaired since birth.
Hello, bonjour. It's a pleasure to be joining you from the traditional territory of the Tsawwassen and Musqueam First Nations. Thank you for inviting me to take part in the first ever National Episodic Disabilities and Employment Virtual Summit. Quelle belle occasion de se réunir et de partager nos succès et nos idées. Over the last 22 years, your organization's contributions to research, education, and policy have helped remove many barriers faced by persons with episodic disabilities. Because of your work and advocacy, so many Canadians now enjoy a better quality of life. I look forward to seeing the results of this summit reflected in your National Action Plan on Episodic Disabilities. Nous savons que la COVID-19 a eu de grands impacts sur les personnes en situation de handicap et a mis en évidence les obstacles existants dans notre société et nos milieux de travail. C'est pourquoi notre gouvernement a adopté une approche inclusive pour répondre à la pandémie depuis le premier jour. Nous avons très vite mis sur pied le groupe consultatif sur la COVID-19 en matière de personnes en situation de handicap afin que l'expérience de ces dernières soit incluse dans chaque décision. We've provided targeted investments to persons with disabilities, like the one-time payment of up to $600 to help with additional expenses incurred. We added a new stream to the Opportunities Fund for persons with disabilities to improve job security and workplace accessibility. Et nous avons offert un complément à nos prestations afin que les étudiants en situation de handicap aient pu recevoir un soutien additionnel à un moment où les emplois étaient rares. As we look to build back better together from this pandemic, I'm especially excited about our new Disability Inclusion Action Plan. This plan will include a new disability benefit, a robust employment strategy, and a better process to determine eligibility for government disability programs and benefits. I know this audience will be pleased to hear that this plan will use the definition of disability from the Accessible Canada Act as its foundation. We are proud that this includes specific reference to episodic disabilities. In addition, as someone who is focused on action and results, I'm happy to share that the first proposed regulations under the Accessible Canada Act were recently published. This is a tangible example of how the foundational work of removing barriers is being put into action. What these regulations aim to do is establish requirements for all Government of Canada departments and agencies, as well as federally regulated entities such as banks and telecommunication companies, to incorporate accessibility measures into their operations. As you know, the Accessible Canada Act is the first federal legislation to include episodic in its definition of disability. Ceci était une incroyable réussite pour notre gouvernement, ainsi que pour tous les Canadiens qui ont lutté pour cette inclusion. Great work has been done, but more lies ahead. I'm confident that your efforts, combined with our government's plan to build back better in a disability-inclusive way, will ensure that no one is left behind. I wish you a very productive summit. Thank you. Merci.
Thank you so much, Minister Qualtrough. We are pleased to have Minister Qualtrough's support today and the Government of Canada's. The federal government plays a major role in setting policy and influencing employment practices across the country. They also set critical policies on disability and inclusion, and their support will be vital as we move forward on a national action plan on episodic disabilities.